What's up, everybody? So I seen a lot of your comments. I had no idea. I do apologize for that because I had no idea that there was something wrong with the volume. Usually, I don't never play back my videos until they're already uploaded. I never played them back, so I had no idea that the volume was low. Um, because I don't never check to see if my volume is even up because usually it always is. So I had no idea this time around that it was actually low, which is a pain in my ass. Because that means I can't go in and fix it because it's already uploaded. So that means I have to kind of re-record, which is another pain in the ass. It is, but no fear. Um, so yeah, getting into this episode of GH. Um, Valentine, honestly, he should have just knocked Peter the hell out right then and there. He should have, because he could clearly see that this man was packing and getting ready to leave, hit the brakes. Like he was literally getting ready to get out of Dodge. Valentine should knocked his ass out. But you know what? It looks like somebody already took care of that. I know a lot of y'all seen the comments earlier, and a lot of people saying that it was definitely Elizabeth that was standing there. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if it was Liz standing there. That man murdered her husband. There was no way she was gonna let him get away with that, especially seeing as how the PCPD has no evidence to tie him to the killing. Um, so desperate times calls for desperate measures. But Valentine should have tried to find out where he keep the antidote, because if he's trying to leave town, how are y'all supposed to get the rest of it or make sure that's the full antidote for Chase? You know what I mean? I would have hog tied him or something. Do something. Well, never mind, because they already tried that and it was an epic failure. So I wouldn't go that route again. But Valentine did call Anna or whatever and let him know that it looked like Peter was getting ready, skip town or whatever. Anna need to hurry up. I mean, I understand, she's still in Ireland or whatever, dealing with Sean's funeral and all that stuff. But Anna, you need to hurry up and come on back now. You need to try and figure this out and get something correct here. So anyway, moving on from that. So we finally see Roger Howarth, who I guess he's now a doctor. I'm not mad at that. But I am mad in a way because we got so invested. Well, I ain't gonna say we, but a lot of us got invested in Franco. I mean, they went through this whole redemption story, paired him up with Elizabeth. They did all of that just to kill that man. I mean, if Roger was taking some time off, that's fine. I totally get it. But there's easier ways they could have wrote Franco out. Like just have him leave town for treatment or something, psychological treatment, something like that. It was like, come on. Like we watched this man bond with those three boys, help try to raise them, all of that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it made for some great emotional stories. But it's like, damn, we watched Liz finally get her happily ever after, and it got snatched out from under her. That's dead wrong. And Scott, don't get me started on Scott. He had to lose another child. I tell you right now though, Scott and Monica got a lot in common when it comes to losing children. I'm just gonna say that they got a lot in common. Um, but I'm happy to see him in this new role as a doctor. Nonetheless, I'm happy about that. Um, I do agree with y'all though. I seen some of the comments and y'all was like, "Shit, Roger look. This character Austin look younger than Franco." I do agree. That's that good moisturizer. I'm telling you, that's exercise and taking care of yourself. That's what Roger take care of himself. Um, so Maxie ended up having contractions, going into labor. Chloe, little wretched self, she limping out of the damn cabin or whatever with a tire iron. I'm like, Chloe, you done got your ass whooped once. Do you want to go for a twofer? You want to go for another dose? You want to play another game, Chloe? You really want to play another game of whoop that ass? Cause Maxie is in lion bear. She's in mama bear mode, lioness mode. You do not want to mess with her. She's hormonal. She in labor. She will fuck you up. I'm just saying, Chloe, you done got the business the first time. Don't go for a second. Don't go for a second dose. Now, if you want to go to a second dose, you want a second dose or something, I suggest you go to the clinic and get your vaccine, get you a second dose of that. But don't get you a second dose of ass whooping. I'm just saying. You done got messed up once. Don't do it again to yourself now. But I guess, some people just don't learn. But a good ass whooping will fix you. Um, so Austin, I'm getting so used to Roger Howard's new character already. I got normally when new characters come in, I forget their name at the drop of a hat. Him, I know his name like that now. Did they say his last name? Because I don't remember them saying a last name. I think he just said it's Austin, but that's all right. I can't wait till Liz see him. I wonder what her reaction gonna be. What if they pair her and Austin though? That'd be dope. I don't think they would, but cause I think they're probably gonna give Roger a new love interest, which I think is stupid. But okay. Cause him and Becky Hurst had really great chemistry. They really did. But Austin ended up helping Maxie deliver her baby and stuff. Little baby Louise. I cannot stand that name, Louise. It's not that I don't like the name. It just sounds old. Like it was good for Wheezy from the Jeffersons. See, that was good. That's a good name for that time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's back in the day. Like Louise in 2021, I guess. I remember that dude from Fox. He named his daughter Prudence. Y'all better not ever name y'all child those ratchet names. Prudence. Prudence. Lord have mercy. Anyway, so she gave birth to little Louise. Louise wasn't breathing. I said, didn't that same thing happen to her other kid? What's James? The same thing happened to him when she had him on the side of the road. I'm gonna tell you right now though, when her kids get older, she gonna have a lot of good stories to tell them about their conception and their delivery. I'm telling you. She had that boy on the side of a road. Now she had this baby in the woods on the ground. That's a hell of a Christmas story. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I said, go ahead, Maxie. Tell your children. Hopefully she don't lie to them. I feel bad though if she lose this kid though. I am gonna feel bad, but I do see the silver lining. At least she won't have a child, walking the earth with Peter. I'm just saying. Just in case Peter survives his nasty fall. You don't want that. So anyway, moving on from that. Y'all already know what I'm about to talk about. Britt and Jason. Listen, I was here for that scene. I was so here for Britt and Jason. I feel bad for Britt though. I do. I feel horrible for Britt because to get that kind of diagnosis, and that's basically a death sentence. You know what I mean? Like you don't know how long you're gonna live. Like she don't know if she got 30 years, 6 months. She don't know. But Jason kept trying to, be positive about it. He was like, look, for all you know, you could live 30, 40 years with that disease. You never know. And, he told her, he was like, even if you got 6 months to live, this where it got me. He was like, even if she got 6 months, he don't care how long she got. He gonna take every moment to get to know her. I said, yo, when the hell did Jason become so romantic? When? He must have been reading the Nora Roberts book or something. Because when he get a little romance in him, Jason usually stone faced and unromantic. Now he getting all. See, I'm telling you, behind every good man is a great woman. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It took Britt to come along to change his viewpoint. Because that man been saying all the right things to her. He ain't been snapping at her. He ain't yell at her. He ain't nothing. He been cuddling her, comforting her, giving her some vitamin D 2 times, mind you. I'm pretty sure they did it more than once. They probably just showed us the one time, but I know they did it more than once. And he was giving her a kiss goodbye. He gave Britt a kiss goodbye. That's love. He in love. He's smitten. He's smitten with that woman. He is smitten. And I love the fact that Britt was sitting there after he left and stuff because he had to go back to Port Charles to play, Captain Save-A-Ho yet again. I love that Britt was sitting there after he left and she was remembering the vitamin D that she got. Listen, I love me some Britt. I do. They better not kill her off. Y'all already know. I will riot in the streets of LA. I will go to LA if they. Y'all better not. Y'all better not. I'm just saying. Um. So speaking of, I'm glad. Also, I'm glad that Britt lied to Carly about Jason's condition, because she pretty much told him like he's on the mend, like he's okay. Um. But if he gets a punch in the stomach or something like that, he's pretty much done for. But I'm glad she didn't tell Carly all that, because you know Carly, she'll go into hysterics and drama, and so I'm glad she kept that low key. That was smart thinking. Um, Speaking of Carly, Carly done got herself in a dilemma right about now, because she got to get Spinelli back, and she got to use Gladys as a bargaining chip. First of all, Cyrus, I mean, I know why he want Gladys, but save yourself the headache and just let Carly have her. I'm just saying. I don't know why anybody would want Gladys. I know Gladys is probably in her surgery right now, just all happy. This is the most that anybody has ever wanted Gladys. I mean, you got Carly trying to keep her. You got Brando pulling for her. You got Cyrus wanting her. This is the most that woman has ever been wanted in her life, I'm sure. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, who wants Gladys? I'll take a dog before I take Gladys. No, I'm just playing. Or am I? So anyway, I'm glad Ava is. Listen, I love me some Ava. Ava stepped the fuck up. Ava was like, "Look, Gladys is in surgery right now. I'll be the Gladys decoy." She was like, "I just want to take that bastard down." I said, "Yes, Ava. That's what I'm talking about, Ava Jerome. Step up." And I knew she would. I love it. And you know, even Carly was showing gratitude, because usually Carly a little snarky and stuff like that. But Carly, no, you're going up against a dangerous man. You need all the allies you can get. And Ava is her best ally right about now. And she know it. So Carly wasn't playing no games. Carly got on that phone. She said, Carly was like, doop, doop, doop. Brick, I need you to get a team together. I need you to get them together right now. We got stuff to do. Brick was like, got you. So Nicholas, he's sitting there bitching and complaining. Oh, I don't want you in danger. I don't. Nick, did you bump your head and forget who the hell you're dealing with? Before she was Mrs. Cassadine, her last name was Jerome. You must have forgot who you was dealing with. See, that's the problem. See, when you marry somebody and you turn into Mrs. Doubtfire, they forget who the hell you are. And that's why I'm glad Ava had to buck up real quick and remind that fool. You better remember her name and where she come from. Ava ain't no punk. And Nicholas better remember that too. Ava is very capable of taking care of herself. And he's sitting there acting like she's some little damsel in distress. Like she's some little fragile flower. Boy, please. You must have forgot. Ava about to show you how to move in a room full of vultures is what she about to do. I'm happy for this little team up. And then Nicholas, listen, I like Nicholas and Ava together, but Ava gonna have to get Nicholas together, because the way he stormed out of that room, the way he stormed out when she said she was doing this, he acted like a big ass child. I said, Nicholas, go sit in the corner. I'm sure Spencer act better than you, and that's a shame. Grown ass man storming out like some little 12-year-old boy. Like, he pissed me off with that. So they end up going to the meeting place or whatever. Carly trying to strike up a deal with Cyrus and basically let him know, like, bruh, give me Spinelli. I won't retaliate against you. There won't be no smoke, no gunfire, no nothing. She was like, I'll let you go. Of course, Cyrus wants to play hardball because he think he's so damn smart. Oh, I ain't letting nobody go. Oh, you made a big mistake. Cyrus, shut up. You and your ponytail go somewhere. And of course, one of his men, Carly's men should have listened to Ava, because Ava had a good idea. She told Carly's men that they need to move in and position themselves, because that trade was taking way too long. It was taking longer than normal. And usually when something is taking longer than normal, there's a problem. And Ava knew it. That's why she told Carly men, go get in position. You know what I mean? Now, I respect that they're loyal to Carly. I get it. They talking about, oh, we only take orders from Mrs. Corinthos. Okay, dummy. Y'all about to get yourselves killed, too. You better listen to Ava. So, of course, Cyrus's men found Nicholas in the bush trying to aim at Cyrus or whatever. I'm like, Nicholas, how stupid can you be? Nicholas should have stayed out of this. Like, you are not a thug. You are not a gangster. You are not Al Capone. You are not Don Corleone. You are none of these people. Go sit down. You are not built for this. Like, go sit. I understand he wanted to protect his lady, but his lady is very capable of protecting herself. She got grapefruits. She got balls the size of grapefruits. That woman can handle herself. She don't need you, Nicholas. She is not a damsel. And now, as much as I loved Emily, she is not Emily. Emily could be tough in her own right, but she, Ava, that's a different breed. Nicholas is so used to being Captain Save a hoe all the time. Well, that's one hoe you ain't got to save. And I mean it in a good way when I say the word hoe. Hell, I call myself a hoe sometime. But in a good way. There's healthy hoeing, and then that's for another video. We'll touch on that later. But yeah, it's like Ava's not one to really be saved. She good. So now everybody drawing their guns and stuff, and all we need now is Jason to come up in there with his gun, cause he coming. He there. He coming. Carly was trying to defuse the situation or whatever, but I'm like, Carly, this is about to erupt. There ain't no defusing that one. Not today. So anyway, moving on from that. Sam and Dante, I think they got chemistry. I really do. I feel like they have chemistry. But the problem with Sam and Dante is she slept with the man's father before. She had a whole affair with his daddy. Had a child by the daddy. And on top of that, they share siblings. And then on top of that, I don't see them lasting long term because Jason's always going to be in the picture. And obviously, Jason being a mob hitman and Dante being a cop, it's always going to put Sam in the middle of it. It's going to put her and Danny in the middle all the time. And I just feel like we need to avoid that. Because we saw how that was before when Jason was on the run. Sam had to pick a side. And I feel like Sam is always going to pick Jason's side. That's like Carly and Jax. Carly, for the most part, always picked Sonny and Jason over Jax. And Jax was pissed about it. So I'm like, what's so different now? I feel like they need to nip that in the bud. Like, to me, I feel like Dante and Sam are damn near related, in my opinion, even though they not. But still, like, y'all got too many relatives in common for y'all to be a couple. That's just a hell no for me. Hell to the no. They got too many people in common for that mess. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section again and let me know what y'all thought. And once again, I do apologize for the audio, but hopefully this is up and running. But I'll see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.